Hey guys, welcome back. This video is about the Any Model Anywhere ebook that I wrote. And if you want to learn how to work with glamour models and are interested in improving your photo sessions, then this ebook is for you. So my objective is to tell you about this ebook that I wrote. And if you would like to learn more about it, you can subscribe to this channel, or you can add me on Facebook, and I'll leave the link underneath. So the first section of the ebook is called the Psychology of Professionalism. So I go into detail about specific things that we can demonstrate as professionals, even if this is not even if it's still a part-time hobby for you, just a weekend thing, or you're just barely getting into it. There are some things to demonstrate professionalism. The second part of this first section is the model mindset. So just so you kind of understand what is the motivation for models to model, to be in front of the camera. What are some things that she's thinking before shooting with a photographer? Okay, so the second section I call the photo session blueprint, which is probably a second title for this whole book anyways. The photo session blueprint, because I really break down the structure of a photo session and go into detail about every single step of it so that we can improve it, so we can always improve photo sessions. Even after 100 sessions, you can still learn how to improve the photo session. That amount of time that you're spending with the person to get specific results, right? So to get more specific, I start off with the very beginning, which is recruiting models. I mean, where do you get people to model for you? So I start off with that, and to the very end of the session, and even maintaining friendships with some of those models. So the second part of this second section, I talk about the different kinds of sessions. So even in itself, that tip in itself is, well, there are different kinds of sessions. Another thing I point out is the portfolio or body of work. Things to look for to have a good portfolio. And the very fact itself that you want to build up a good portfolio, that is something that, that in itself is a great tip. Setting up a photo session, specific details about to make it happen, okay, and that it turns out good. Setting up the photo session, the location scouting, the environment that you're in and how to make it to your benefit. Upon meeting in person with the model or group of models. And then this other part is what I call building the model through better communication. So one big part of my philosophy is that you're not just doing a photo session. I think the better photographers, and I really, really believe this, the better photographers use the photo session as a kind of training session, so that the person that you're photographing really does feel like a model at the end of the session. And I don't mean just because you shot 100 photographs, 200 photographs of her, but because you have taught her specific poses and why those poses work and angles and this and that. So you teach her. So that's why I call it building the model through better communication, and that's the way you interact with her. And still on this theme, teach your model, how you're directing her, how you are physically or verbally posing her, and the transitions, and how to deal with distractions, and then how to end the session. So like I said, I go into the whole structure of the photo session and look at those details that we can kind of tweak and improve, and don't just let things to chance. You have very specific things that you want, a time frame, and specific results that you want to aim for. And that's just the second section. So the third section, I'm going into how you're looking at the model in front of your camera. So in terms of, there's a little bit about angles. So let me just point this out, that this is not an ebook about lights or cameras. This is about the action. This is about the photo session. So what to look for in terms of her skin tone, her face, facial gestures, and how to pose her. Also the head and neck area, her hair, some very, very important details that, especially for beginner photographers and maybe even some experienced photographers, I've noticed this. And even within what I just said, there's that possibility, there's this tip that will just kind of advance you by months maybe. I don't want to throw out big claims, but very specific things that will make you a better photographer quickly. What to look for in terms of the eyes and nose, the mouth, the lips, some things about makeup, her hands, the waist and legs area, also what to look for, or talking about jewelry and accessories, a little bit about clothing, not too much, but wardrobe, maybe some different styles, some very specific things. And then even I go a little bit into different body types. And then the very end is, just in regards to friendship and maintaining ties with the models. So once again, this is the Any Model Anywhere ebook, and it's called that because my goal for you is to be able to photograph any model, any person, anywhere. So it doesn't matter if you're in the desert, if you're in the city, whether it's raining or whether it's well, I don't talk about rain in there, but pretty much, any model, any person, you transform them into a model pretty much anywhere. It doesn't matter what you have in the environment. You use the environment to your benefit, and it doesn't matter who the person in front of your camera is. You can transform them into a model for you, for the camera, for the results. So once again, this is Any Model Anywhere, and I'll be doing more videos with very specific things from this ebook, and talking about that and uploading these videos. So you can subscribe to the channel. Also, you can add me on Facebook, Mariano Domz, MarianoDomz. I'll try to leave the link underneath. But for aspiring photographers, people that want to get into glamour photography, even if you're experienced in other areas, but maybe you haven't had the confidence to work with models, that's what this is focusing on. And even if you do have experience working with models, like I said, I think the photo session is really key. So I've really gone into detail about the photo session, and I hope that there are some things in there that can help make your photo sessions a lot better. So my aim for anybody who reads the ebook and is watching these videos is that you will be getting better very quickly. All right.